our faith in God, even when we cannot see His plan. By giving thanks in all circumstances, we display radical faith, believing that God is working behind the scenes to orchestrate good from the battles we face. Gratitude is our way of saying, I worship you anyway, and I trust your heart. As we move forward in this exploration of turning struggles into blessings, let us be still, reflect on the challenges we've faced, and consider how gratitude can help us see the hidden opportunities within them. In the second chapter of our journey, we will delve deeper into the idea that our struggles can be sources of strength and growth. It's a concept rooted in the belief that God's power is most evident when we are at our weakest. When we face trials and battles in life, we often feel crushed and weak, like a small and fragile flame in the midst of darkness. But it's precisely in these moments of vulnerability that God's strength shines through most brilliantly. Just as a small flame becomes so luminous when surrounded by darkness, God's power appears amplified when contrasted against our human frailty. Consider the story of Gideon, a fearful warrior chosen by God to lead an outnumbered army. This audacious battle tested and proved his faith. Despite being improbable in human terms, obeying God led to victory with just 300 men. Gideon's story reminds us that when we face trials, it is not a sign of our inadequacy, but rather an opportunity for God to demonstrate His strength through us. Gideon's story is a powerful example of how God orchestrates tests to amplify our faith. Our battles remind us that we need to rely wholly on His provisions. In our moments of weakness, God's strength is made perfect. Similarly, think of the story of Ehud, the left-handed judge raised up by God. His apparent weakness, being a southpaw, didn't prevent God from using him mightily to rescue Israel. When you feel crushingly weak, remember that God loves proving His perfection through our insufficiency. In these moments of weakness, our battles can serve as reminders of our dependency on God, our need for His strength, and our recognition of His sovereignty. Though we may be weak, His strength in us makes us strong. In your own life, you may have faced battles that left you feeling vulnerable and powerless, but remember that God is working through your moments of weakness to showcase His strength, just as Gideon, Ehud, and countless others in the Bible found victory in their battles. You too can emerge stronger and more resilient. Our struggles and trials are like weightlifting for our faith. At first, lifting something heavy is brutally hard, but with daily discipline, your capacity to lift it grows. Similarly, when our faith is tested by adversity, our trust and spiritual stamina expand. The weight of our struggles doesn't change, but our capacity to bear them grows stronger. As we explore the idea of finding strength in weakness, let's reflect on your own experiences. What battles have you faced, and how have they strengthened your faith and reliance on God's strength? In this chapter, we will delve deeper into the transformative power of our struggles, and how they have the potential to mold us into something better. Remember that God is using your battles to awaken childlike trust and dependency on Him. When you feel weak and vulnerable, recall that it's an opportunity for God to shine through your insufficiency. Just as the darkness accentuates the small flame's brilliance, your moments of weakness emphasize God's power. As we continue the journey from struggles to blessings, let's embrace the idea that God's strength is most evident when we are at our weakest. Your challenges are not insurmountable. They are opportunities for God's power to be revealed. In the next chapter, we will explore how our battles can lead to transformation and growth, just as the caterpillar's plight dissolves its former self to emerge as a transformed butterfly. So, let's keep pressing on, knowing that God is using our weaknesses to display His strength. In this third and final chapter of our journey, from struggles to blessings, we will explore the idea that our battles can lead to transformation and growth. Just as the caterpillar goes through a transformative process to emerge as a beautiful butterfly. Our struggles can catalyze beautiful changes within us. The caterpillar's journey begins in the form of a tiny, earthbound creature, limited by its environment. It goes through a period of dissolving its former self within the cocoon. It might seem like a time of darkness, isolation, and vulnerability. But this process of transformation is essential for the caterpillar to become what it was destined to be, a butterfly. Similarly, our struggles in life can lead us through transformative processes. It might feel like we are in a cocoon, isolated from the world, and vulnerable to the challenges we face. But this is precisely the place where we can experience growth and change. Our battles can refine and improve us, just as adversity refined and improved Jacob after 20 years of labor and trials. Jacob faced numerous challenges and struggles, including the deception of Laban, personal setbacks, and familial strife. However, these trials changed him, and they set the stage for him to live into the fullness of God's calling. Our battles, too, can change us and prepare us for the greater purposes God has in store for our lives. Consider the story of Joseph, who was sold into slavery and unjustly imprisoned before becoming a ruler with the ability to save multitudes. God turned his difficulties into deliverance. Trusting that God is working behind the scenes is crucial, as it allows us to keep pressing on even in the midst of trials. So, in this chapter, we will explore how our battles can lead to transformation, both in our character and in our circumstances. We are being transformed into his image, with ever-increasing glory, to Corinthians 3:18. The challenges we face are like the crucible of adversity, refining us and helping us become more Christ-like. As you reflect on your own life, think about how your struggles have led to personal growth and transformation. Have you experienced moments of darkness and isolation, only to emerge stronger and more resilient on the other side? Just as the caterpillar's metamorphosis ultimately allows it to take flight as a butterfly, your battles can lead to a beautiful transformation within you. Remember that when we endure battles, breakthrough awaits. James 1:12 promises, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life." Our trials are not meaningless. They test and strengthen our faith, just as weightlifting builds muscles. In this chapter, we encourage you to embrace the idea that your struggles are not punishments, but platforms for growth. Your journey from struggles to blessings is a process of transformation into something better, just as the caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. As we conclude our exploration of turning struggles into blessings, let us keep in mind that gratitude and faith are powerful tools that can help us navigate life's challenges. Remember that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating good from the battles we face. Your problems become a platform to experience the fullness of God's presence and power. Your battles announce that it's time to know him better. In your moments of weakness, God's strength shines through most brilliantly. Your struggles serve as reminders that you were created for more, and your true fulfillment lies in God's endless love. In your journey from struggles to blessings, remember that the challenges you face are not random. They are permitted through the gate of God's sovereignty, and he is in total control. Your struggles are transforming you into something more beautiful and more Christ-like. So, let's conclude our journey by embracing the transformation that our battles can bring, and by continuing to turn struggles into blessings through faith, gratitude, and the knowledge that God is always with us on this remarkable journey of life. As we wrap up our journey, it's important to recognize that our struggles are not random or meaningless. They are instruments through which God is shaping us and drawing us closer to him. Our trials, just like the caterpillar's cocoon, are part of the transformative process that prepares us for something greater and more beautiful. In these moments of darkness and vulnerability, when life's challenges seem insurmountable, Remember that you are not alone. Just as the caterpillar undergoes a profound change within the cocoon, you too can experience a metamorphosis in your character, your faith, and your perspective. The challenges and battles you face today are not obstacles too great to overcome. They are opportunities for God's power to be revealed in your life. So, as you journey through the transformation from struggles to blessings, keep your eyes on the promises of God and your heart filled with gratitude. In the face of adversity, remember the wisdom of 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Give thanks in all circumstances, even when you cannot see the full extent of God's plan. Remember that your gratitude proclaims your faith in His unseen work. Your thankfulness shines as a light in the darkness of despair and doubt. You have the strength to turn your battles into blessings, to see beyond the immediate hardships and into the opportunities for growth, faith, and transformation. Embrace each struggle as a stepping stone on your journey to becoming more Christ-like and experiencing the fullness of God's presence and power. So, as you face your battles and continue your journey through life, may you be filled with faith, gratitude, and the knowledge that God is always with you. Your struggles are the cocoon from which your wings of transformation will emerge, allowing you to soar to new heights of spiritual growth and beauty. May your life be a testament to the power of faith and gratitude in turning struggles into blessings, just as the caterpillar's journey ends with the emergence of a beautiful butterfly. You are not alone on this journey, and you are destined for a life filled with purpose, joy, and the fullness of God's love. As we conclude our exploration of turning struggles into blessings, may you continue to find strength, transformation, and growth in the midst of life's challenges. Embrace the journey, knowing that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating good from the battles you face.